Hi everybody, welcome to another full body Pilates class. We'll start standing, roll your shoulders up to your ears and down your back. So we start with a nice lifted chest and then press your belly button into your spine, finding those deep abdominal muscles. We're trying to keep those engaged pretty much the whole time that we're working through our class. Think of pressing your belly button into your back and squeezing it in. Then like you have a tight belt wrapped around your waist, squeezing it in from the sides. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. We feel our ribs open as we breathe. And exhale, the ribs close together. While we're breathing, that belly's still staying tight, inhaling. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Good, one ear to one shoulder. Exhale, rolling the head around to the other side. And roll it back. Again, half head roll, rolling it around. And once more. Good, stacking your ears right over your shoulders. We'll come to the back of our mat. Your shoulders right over your hips and your hips right over your heels. Inhale to lift the arms. And exhale, let the arms float open as they reach down to your sides, taking your chin to your chest and rolling down over the feet. Inhale at the bottom and then exhale, scoop in the belly and unroll yourself to standing. Same thing, inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, arms open, and then taking your chin to your chest and rolling it down. Your exhale rolls you back up. Let your head and your arms be heavy as you unroll. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, arms open, rolling it down. Breathing in, and exhale, roll it up. Good, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back, reaching those arms as long as you can. For more of a stretch, you can press the palms together. Inhale, looking up to the sky, and exhale, letting your chest lead the way forward as your hands reach over your head. Exhale, like someone's pulling your hands up, leads us up with a flat back. Inhale, head to the sky, and exhale, taking it down. Breathing in. Exhale, let your hands peel you back up. Inhale, head to the sky, opening the chest. And exhale, taking it down. And then gently release your arms. Let's take the feet a little bit wider, maybe as wide as the mat, and grab the elbows. And just hanging out here for a couple breaths. Maybe a little rocking or swaying from side to side. One more breath. Good, release those hands and walk it out to all fours. So on our knees and on our hands. Let's find a really flat back, as flat as it can be. Knees are under hips and wrists under shoulders. Coming into a tricep push-up on our knees here, so we bend the elbows, squeezing them into the rib cage, and trying to let the forehead reach down to the floor away from our fingers. Straightening the arms. Good, pause there, keeping that flat back. Reach the right arm out in front of you in line with the ear and lower it down. Left arm reaching out in front of us and exhale, lower. Good, and then finding our cat stretch, curling the spine to the sky, rounding the back. And coming into cow, arching the back. Lift the tailbone, look up to the sky. And find your nice, flat, strong spine and abdominal muscles. Nice and flat. And again, we bend the elbows, squeezing them into our rib cage, coming into our kneeling tricep push-up. Straightening the arms. Reaching the right arm forward in line with the ears. And exhale, lower. As we move the arm, we try not to let our weight shift from side to side or any movement in the rest of our body. Good, cat stretching, spine to the sky. And cow, arching the back. And our neutral spine, nice and flat. Bend the elbows. Squeeze them in. And straighten. Right arm reaching forward. And lower. Left arm reach. And lower. Curve the spine to the sky. And arch the back. And flat back. Good, we're gonna bend our elbows about halfway down and hold it right there. Really squeeze them in. And just a little pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Actively press your belly button into your back. 2, 1, and straighten the arms. Good, take the knees together and reach the right arm back behind you and slowly lift, making sure the knee is facing the floor. And lower the leg and put the leg back, knees together. Left leg extending behind you, leg lifting, knee facing the floor, leg lowers and bend, legs together. And again, leg extend, lift, keep that right hip down or whatever leg you're on, lower, and legs together. Left leg extend, and lift, lower, and together. Last time, leg extends, lifts, lowers, bend. Really keep your spine straight. Don't let the back arch as your leg lifts, lowers, and together. Good, rock your hips back to child's pose. If you want to give your arms an extra break, you can reach them down by your sides. And extending the arms forward. And we'll make our way to downward dog, tucking the toes and lifting the hips to the sky. Let's walk out the feet at your own pace, bending one leg and then the other. Trying to keep lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. And then pressing both heels down to the ground. Trying to reach those heels to the floor and your tailbone to the sky. Rocking the shoulders forward over the hands into plank. Hold it there as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bending the knees gently tapping the knees to the floor and then straightening the legs back to plank. Hips lift to downward dog. Reaching the heels for the floor. Shifting the shoulders over the hands to plank. Try to lift your abs up to the sky as you bend the legs. And straighten. Hips lift, downward dog. And shifting to plank. Bending the knees and straightening and downward dog. Good. Taking a little break here in downward dog, a deep inhale and an exhale. And then walking your feet to your hands, taking a stretch over our legs for a couple breaths. Legs can be wide. Maybe grab your elbows again. Good. Let's make our way down into a seated position. I'm going to turn around so the sun's not in my face. Okay, let's line up our feet, our knees, and our hips in one straight line. And as we roll down and up, don't let the knees knock in or open. Find a flat back as you inhale. And exhale, curve the spine. Making a C-curve shape with the body, releasing the arms as you roll back. And most importantly, we're trying to press our deep low abs in. Inhale, arms lifting above the ears. And exhale, we're just going to roll it back up. Good. As we come up this time, let's lift the arms up in line with the ears. Exhale, lower the arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale to hold and lengthen the spine. And exhale, round the back and roll it down. Breathing in. Exhale, roll it up. Pause to lift the arms up and lower the arms down. Inhale, lengthen a little taller and round the back. Inhale and exhale, roll up. Check that those knees are staying in line with your hips. Flat back, arms lift, arms lower. Breathe in, exhale, round. Rolling it down. Breathing in, exhale, roll it up. Last time. Finding that flat back. Arms reach up, arms lower. Inhale, a little taller. Exhale, we're going to roll halfway back. Pausing there, curving the spine. Lifting one knee up and lowering that knee down. Lifting your second knee and lower. As you lift the knee, try not to let your upper body rock back or forward. And lift. And lower. Good. Hold as you inhale and roll down. Good. We're going to stay down on our backs. Lower your hands to the floor. Maybe walk your feet a little closer into your hips. Finding our neutral spine. Maybe let's rock our pelvis back and forth a couple times, pressing your tailbone down to the floor as the back arches, curving the tailbone up to the sky as your back really imprints into the floor. So doing that a couple times, and then you want to find somewhere right in the middle. So find that neutral spine where your pelvis is flat. You could balance maybe a cup of water right there beneath your belly button. And then imagine that cup of water staying there as we continue with our next exercise. Just lifting the right knee off of the floor and lowering it down. Left knee lifts and lowers. Right leg lifts and lowers. Left leg lifts and lowers. Good. Lifting the right leg. We're going to pause there. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, lifting the head and shoulders off the floor, trying to lift the bottom of your shoulder blades all the way up. Reaching the arms above the ears and lowering the arms. And again, arms reach, and as you reach, imagining that cup of water balancing there on your low abs. Don't let it knock over. And arms lower. We lower the foot. We lower the head and the arms. Left knee lifts. Upper body lifting as well as the arms. Pressing the belly in as we lift the arms. And we lower. Arms lifting. And lowering. And one more. And lower. Lowering your foot. And lowering the head. Right knee lifts. And taking the hands behind our head, interlacing the fingers. Breathing in. And exhale, twisting towards our bent leg. And lower it down. And same thing, twist. And lower. Twist. And lower. And twist. Good, we're going to hold it right there. We're going to reach our left arm all the way on the outside of our right leg, and then add your right arm beneath your left. Pause there and release your left leg, straighten it, and bend and place the foot back where it was. Extend the leg long, and bend and place the foot down. One more, extend. And place the foot down, hands behind your head, and lower everything to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, lifting the left knee as we twist towards the leg, and lower down. And lift the leg and twist. Sorry, we're going to keep the leg there as we lower the head. Lifting the upper body, twisting towards your leg and lowering it down. And twist. And lower. And twist and hold it there. Reach your top arm on the outside of that hand. Reach your bottom arm. Hold it there. Release your bottom leg. And place the foot down. Extend. And down. Reach the leg long. And place the foot down. Last one, reach. And step. And releasing everything down. Reach your arms down by your sides again. And pull your right knee into your chest. There's just a little stretch here. And taking our leg as straight as it can be to the sky and our arms down by our side.
Making a small leg circle. So lowering the leg about halfway, maybe the knees are together, then open and circle to the top. Halfway down, lower and circle. Try not to let your stabilizing leg move at all as you circle the other leg down. And lift. Reverse your circle. Open and lift. Open and lift. And open and lift. Good. Pulling that leg in towards you. Maybe grab behind the thigh, the knee, or a little higher up on the leg. And while we're stretching here, don't let your tailbone curve under and lift off of the floor. Now slowly creep out your bottom foot away from you, extending your leg as long as it can go. Maybe it straightens all the way down. Good. We'll let go of our top leg, reaching it back to the sky. It's okay if there's a little bend in the knee, as well as extending your bottom leg all the way if it wasn't already there. This time, fingertips reaching to the sky, palms facing each other. Keeping both hips glued to the floor, we're making the same size circle. Leg lowers about halfway. We circle and lift. Down. Circle, lift. That's 3. Inhale and exhale. Switch your circle. Open, down and lift. For 2. 3 and 4. Good. Lower everything down to the ground. Step your feet in, closer to your hips, and bring the left knee into the chest, starting with our little stretch here. Good. Arms down by our side as we stretch that leg to the sky as long as we can. We inhale, lower, and exhale, circle, lift, trying to stabilize our bottom leg. Don't let the knee move around as you circle the leg. Lower and lift. Reverse that motion down and up. Open down and up. 2 more down. And up, last one. Good, grab behind the leg. Another little stretch here before we move on. If it feels good, you can go ahead and start extending your bottom leg out away from you. Good, taking that leg to the sky, reaching the bottom leg all the way out and reaching our arms to the ceiling. Our little half circle, lower and circle, lift. Lower, circle, lift. Make sure both hips stay glued to the floor. Lower, circle, lift. Switch your circle, open, down and up. Open, down and up, and pretend you're pressing your belly button down into the ground. One more, open and down and up. Good, lower the leg. And we're going to take the hands behind the head with elbows wide. Let's flex the feet. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, only lifting the right leg about halfway up and lower it down. And left leg lifting and lowering. Now we lift our head as we lift our right leg. And down. Left leg lifts, head lifts. And down, and now we add a twist towards our lifting leg, twisting to the right and lowering. Twisting to the left and lowering. Back to the beginning. We lift the right leg only. and lower. Left leg lifts and lower. Upper body lifts with our leg and down. We're trying to keep those elbows really open as we lift the head and down. And add your twist, twisting and down and twist and down. Good. Release your arms above your head. Take a nice inhale. Let your fingertips float to the sky, and then we'll keep our legs straight as we roll up. Coming into our spine stretch, keeping the back around as we bend it forward. Let's stack the spine, coming out of our stretch. Find your ears all the way over your hips, breathing in. And exhale, diving the head chin to chest and into our spine stretch. Exhale to unfold, again stacking your ears over your hips, breathing in. Exhale, curving the spine like you have a candle on both legs and you're stretching over it. You don't want to get too close to those candles. Unfold. And last time, folding it forward, spine stretch. Find your flat back and lift those arms to the sky. And now we'll come into a forward fold so that we'll stretch behind our legs. So reaching it forward, you don't have to curve the spine anymore. Reaching those arms down as far as they can go. Feeling the stretch behind the legs and then unrolling the spine. Reach those arms out in line with the shoulders. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, round the back and we'll roll it down. Inhale, arms reach above the ears. And exhale, rolling it up again with straight legs. Finding your spine stretch, lowering the arms, adding a hinge at the waist so we're stretching behind our legs again into a forward fold. Unrolling the spine, reaching those arms out. Inhale, exhale, round the back and roll it down. Inhale, exhale, rolling it up. Spine stretch. Unroll the spine and reach your arms out away from you. Let's take the hips as wide as the mat out to those corners. Trying to sit all the way up onto your sits bones. And if you can't do that with straight legs, you can always bend your legs to find that flat back. So we'll come into saw, we'll inhale to twist to one side, and then exhale, reaching for the outside of that foot as you bend it forward. And twisting to your second side, and bending it forward. Inhale to twist, keep those toes flexing to the sky, and exhale. Inhale, twist. And exhale, reach. Inhale, twist. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, coming to the center. Hands in line with the shoulders, breathing in. Curving the spine, finding that C-curve shape as we roll it down. Good, and then roll to one side. Then we're gonna find the body in a nice straight line as we rest our head down on our arm. Trying to lift that bottom waist off the floor to keep that belly really strong. Use your top hand to stabilize you. And we're going to lift both legs off of the floor and lower. Both legs lift and lower. And lift. Lower. Lift and lower. Good. Lift your legs and hold them there. Lower the bottom leg and lift the bottom leg. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Down and up. Good. Flex your feet. Bottom leg lowers and lifts. 2, 3, 4. Keep the legs together. Both legs down and up. Down and up. 3 and 4. Good. Hold the legs up, point the toes, and lower. Good. Come on up to your elbow and flex those feet again. Top hand to your waist, and we're just lifting the hips off of the floor and down. Hips lifting and lowering. Hips lift and lower. Hips lift and lower. This one, lift your hips and just hold it there. Reach your top arm to the sky. Reach your top arm over your ear. Maybe lift your hips a little higher and top arm to the sky. Lower your hips down. All right, just go ahead and switch to your second side. Finding the body in a nice straight line. Starting with our toes pointed, engage the belly, legs are together and both legs lifting and down. Lift and down. 3, 4. Lift the legs, keep them there, bottom leg down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Pause, flex the feet, continue down and up for 2, 3, and 4. Squeeze the legs together, both legs lower and lift, lower and lift. 3 and 4. Good. Hold the legs up, point your toes and down. Adjust yourself onto your elbow and then flex your feet. Top hand to your waist, pressing those hips up and down and lift and down, lift and lower, up and down. Good. We'll lift and hold. And reach your top arm to the sky. Arm reaching over the ear. Lift those hips a little higher. Arm lift and lower everything down. Nice work. Roll to your stomach. Taking your forehead and resting it on your stacked hands. Legs can be as wide apart as they need to be so it's comfortable for your spine. Before we start, squeezing your glutes. Legs are so straight that maybe your knees have floated off the floor. I'm trying to lift the belly button off the ground into the spine. Make sure your back and your neck are as long as they can be. We're We're gonna lift our forehead and our hands off of the ground. We're gonna take our arms and squeeze our elbows back to our rib cage. Return the arms where they were and lower everything to the floor. Then we're gonna readjust the arms so hands are under shoulders and just coming into our little cobra, lifting the chest. There is no weight on the hands, and lower. Readjust the hands, hands under the forehead. Upper body lifting, elbows squeezing to the ribs. Restack those hands, maybe put your other hand on top and lower. Move the hands under the shoulders and our little cobra, lifting the chest and lowering down. Check in with those abs, still trying to peel them off the ground as you adjust your hands. Upper body lifting, arms squeezing, hands up and down. Move the hands under the shoulders into our cobra, lifting the chest and lowering. Good, stay in here. If you need to adjust your hands wider away from you, we're gonna come into our full back extension. I usually have mine about a little closer in than 90-degree angles. Inhale to peel yourself up and extend the arms. Just depends how healthy and flexible your spine is. Exhale, rolling your way down. And again, peeling yourself up, taking weight onto your hands. Have your hands as wide as they need to be so you can fully extend the arms and roll it down. Last time, lifting the chest. Slowly straightening the arms. Try to lift your chest to the sky so your neck is long. Squeezing the belly in and rolling it down. Good, let's readjust our arms so our hands are stacked, our forehead is resting down. Quickly go through your checklist of your body and just lifting one leg off the floor and lowering that leg. Second leg lifting and lowering. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Other leg lifts and lowers. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, take your hands under your shoulders and tuck your toes. Straighten your legs, taking your legs together. Straighten your legs, squeezing your glutes, and try as hard as you can to press to plank in one piece. Good, let's lower our knees down. We'll rest our hips back into child's pose, giving our spine a nice stretch. Keep those legs together so that the spine is nice and round. Good, coming out of your child's pose, making our way to all fours. We're going to keep the knees glued together. Wrists are right under shoulders. We're finding that nice flat back. Maybe pretend you have a tight belt wrapped around your waist. So we're going to keep a 90-degree angle bend of our leg as we circle our leg. So starting with either side, lifting the leg behind you, opening the knee, and then lowering it down. Leg goes behind, open, and lower. Behind, open, and lower. And again, behind, open, and lower. We're just gonna switch that circle. Lift to the side, take it back, and lower. Lift, back, and lower. Try not to let your chest drop down between your shoulders. And try to keep the head in line with the spine, not letting the head drop down. And lower. Good, we're lowering down onto our forearms now. Try not to let the back arch, it's really easy to do here. Try to flatten out the spine. Same thing, we're gonna circle, but this time we're gonna extend our leg long behind us, lift the leg. Take it to the side as straight as you can, and then we have to slowly bend it in. Leg long, leg lifts, opening it, bending it as it comes in. Behind, lift, open, and bend it in. Again, behind, lift, open, and bend it in. And you've got it, switching the direction, unfolding the leg, bringing it behind, lowering it, and bending. Unfolding the leg, bringing it behind, lower, and bend. 2 more, reaching it out, and around, and bend. And open, behind, and lower. Pressing yourself back up to your hands. And now we'll come into a rainbow arc of the legs. We'll start with our leg out to the side. Lift your leg as high as you can. Your hips will adjust as you cross that leg behind you, letting it tap to the floor. And lift and open, bringing it to the side. Lift all the way behind you, bending through the side of your body, lifting and opening. So we're not keeping our spine stable on this rainbow arc. Our spine is arching and bending. So really protect your spine by squeezing those low abs in, lifting to the side. We have 2 more. Open and back, lift and side. Last one, open, take it back, lift and side. Good, placing that knee in and coming into our kneeling tricep push-up, bending the elbows, taking your forehead as far away from your fingertips as you can for the most challenge. Straightening the arms. Rest your hips back to child's pose. And then we're unfolding, coming into a kneeling position, curving the spine, circling the arms behind us, and down in front. Reverse that circle. Keep the spine stable as you move those arms. Diving it forward back into our child's pose. And shifting our shoulders over our hands and getting ready for our second side. I'm just going to shift around. So keeping that 90-degree angle bend in our leg. Find your tight waist and your flat back. Here we go, lifting up, open, and down. Circling up, open, and down. So in this exercise, unlike our rainbow arc, we're really trying to keep the spine as straight and stable as we can. And one more lift, side and down. Good, switch your circle. Open, back, and lower. Open, back, and lower. Check that you haven't let your head drop down or your chest
sink down into your shoulders. One more this direction. Good, lowering down onto our elbows. You can always clasp your hands for a little more ease on the shoulders. Find that nice strong spine. Leg extends, it lifts to the side, and then bend it down. Back, lift, side, and bend it in. And nice deep breaths as you're moving. As long as you're using that breath. And reverse the circle. Unfold it to the side, take it back, and lower it down and bend it in. Extend, back, lower, and bring it in. Out, lift to the back, lower and bend. Only one more here. Out, lift, and bend it back in. Coming back to your hands. Squeeze the belly in, and we'll start with our leg to the side. We lift up, crossing it behind your other leg. And lift, and side. Lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Up, and down, and up, and down. Maybe inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Two more, and cross, lift, and lower. Last one, up, and down, inhale, and exhale. Good, knees together, and our tricep push-up, bending the elbows down, straightening the arms, sitting the hips back to child's pose. Unfold your spine into a kneeling position, circling the arms behind, up and down. Switch that circle, lift and open. When hands get down, sliding them along the mat, curving the spine into your child's pose. And back to our hands and knees. Good, we're gonna open onto our first side. So whichever leg you worked first, we want that leg on top. We're coming into a side kneeling position. Take your top hand up, trying to make a straight line from your bottom wrist to your top wrist. Good, and lift that leg as high as it can go. Our knee is facing right in front of us. Our toe is pointed. And of course, we're using those Pilates abdominals, pressing our deep low abs in. And we take a small lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And we circle, a small circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Good. We're trying to keep our leg lifted as we rotate into one, I don't know, kneeling on one leg. Sorry. Keeping that knee facing the floor. Again, into our tricep push-up. We're bending the elbows down and straightening the arms. Once again, bending and
and straightening. Good, lower your knee down. And you can open to your other side. I'm just gonna switch around again. Find those arms in a nice straight line. Lift your leg and hold it there as you connect those abs. Make sure your chest is lifting, your neck is long. And we lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold it there. Reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. My leg falling and falling and falling. Good, switch it over to your one leg kneeling position. Straighten out that spine. And our tricep push-up, bending the elbows. And straightening. And bend. And straighten. Good, knee down. And child's pose. Unrolling the spine like we did before. Circling the arms behind us. Good, pausing there as we open the arms to the side and twisting to one side. Through center and twist to your second side. Center, reaching those arms up and lowering them down. Good, just come onto your hips. A little work in teaser. So let's gather our knees into our chest and finding where you can balance there, holding your legs, maybe tippy toes stay on the floor or let those legs rise off of the ground. Bringing the legs up so feet are in line with knees. Maybe imagine that you've balanced a plate right there on your shins. So for more challenge, arms can reach out, or you can hold your right leg with that right arm. Taking our left leg, and we're extending our leg long and bending it in. And again, extend the leg long and bend it in. This time we extend the leg long and we lower it, don't let it touch the floor. And bend the leg in. Good, keeping both hands free or hold the left leg. Extend your right leg and bend it in. Reaching the right leg long and bend. This time we reach the leg long, we lower it down. We lift and bend. Good, let the feet lower to the floor and open your legs into a butterfly stretch. Grab the ankles and lift your chest to the sky. And hinge forward at the waist, keeping the back flat. Two more breaths here. And unfold. Good, let's come into a little hip stretch. So crossing your right leg over your left leg can be long. We're pulling that right knee in towards us. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, bend that left leg underneath you, keeping both hips glued to the floor. Still pulling that right knee in, and then a little twist towards your bent right leg. more deep breath. And go ahead and unwind yourself, taking those legs out. This time, our right leg is long and our left leg is crossing over. Pulling that knee in, flattening out the back as much as you can. Maybe bending your bottom leg in. Both hips glued to the floor. A gentle twist towards your bent leg. Try to reach the top of your head up to the ceiling so you're lifted and extended through your spine as long as you can. Two more breaths here. And still holding those abs strong, especially in a twist like this. Good. Come and unwind out of your twist. Once more into teaser. Lifting those legs up. And maybe releasing those arms. You can always just keep grabbing behind the legs. And we're just straightening both legs as much as they can. And bending the legs down. Legs lifting. And legs lowering. Two more. Legs lift, squeeze your belly in. Legs lower. Last one. Legs lift. And legs lower. Nice job. Let's open up into a little straddle this time. So legs nice and wide. Keep those toes reaching to the ceiling, and let's reach our arms out to the sides. Take an inhale breath, and reaching one arm up and one arm down. Inhale to extend the spine, and stretching to one leg, letting your top arm reach over your head. And come on up, reaching the arms out, switching your arms. Inhale to lift and extend the spine. And exhale, side bend. Really reaching through that top waist. Don't let your body curve forward. Make sure both toes are still lifting to the ceiling. And come on up. Reaching those hands down, and just walk your hands out away from you as far as you can go. Once you've gotten there, just take 2 deep breaths. And walk your hands back in. Good, let's go ahead and find our way into downward dog. Downward dog, pedal the feet out a couple times. And then press both heels down to the ground. Make your way to plank pose. And then open one arm to the sky, opening into a side plank. And bring that arm down. And switch open and close. Lift your hips, downward dog, and then we'll walk the hands into the feet. Dangling over the legs, deep breath in. And our exhale rolls us up to standing. Inhale to lift the arms. And exhale, arms open, just like we did when we started. Chin to the chest, and we roll it down. Walk your hands to plank. Holding plank for 5 breaths. Two more breaths. Downward dog. And walk it in. Hands to the feet. Breathing in. And exhale, rolling us up. Arms lifting. And arms opening. To finish, find those ears stacked over the shoulders. Shoulders over hips, hips over heels. Standing in nice posture, and hopefully carrying that with us through the rest of the day. Thanks for joining me. See you again soon. Bye.